Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Silent Core and welcome back to some Watch Dogs 2. So I was lucky enough to get my hands on this game again at Gamescom this year, and I was joined by Colin Graham, who is the animation director on the game. Basically, when you get a gameplay demo of Watch Dogs 2, you have a developer or someone that works on the game kind of co-piloting you through it. Now, I already made a whole video after E3 with my gameplay impressions of Watch Dogs 2, so I said to Colin, I was like, can I sit down and maybe do an in-depth breakdown video from this game rather than just playing through the demo like I did last time? And he was like, sure. So in this video, we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the smartphone that you use in Watch Dogs 2. The smartphone is actually quite an integral part of the game. I can imagine we're going to be using this quite a lot for your skills, for missions. There's lots of different reasons to use it, and lots of different apps that you can even install on your smartphone. And it's awesome to see lots of references to real-life apps that we use on our phones too in the Watch Dogs 2 universe. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record my gameplay, so I'll just have some trailer footage in the background, and I'm going to be walking you guys through all of the apps that you can use in Watch Dogs 2. I actually sat and took notes like the whole gameplay session. So the first app on your phone is called Muddled Maps. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's basically a little poke fun of Google Maps or Apple Maps, and going into this app just opens up your normal game map, you know, where you set waypoints, you can see shops and collectibles on the map, and you can actually fast travel to shops in Watch Dogs 2. I spent a good amount of time looking at the map, seeing how big it was. It's actually really big in San Francisco. We get to access a lot of San Francisco and the nearby districts. The map's broken up into kind of 4 main districts on the map. So there's Marin County at the north, I think that's how you pronounce that. There's mainland San Francisco. Then there's Oakland, just over the bridge, and also Silicon Valley at the south, where there's sort of tech companies down there. So that's 4 main districts. The next app is called Dedsec. Now, I can imagine you're going to be using this one quite a lot as you play through and progress through the game. This app is what you use to organize your missions. So in Watch Dogs 2, you can tackle them in your order. You don't have to do them through a straight linear path. And this app is where it'll be your go-to app for seeing where you're at in missions and what sort of missions you can do next. And it'll also include sort of collectibles and side missions in here, so you can basically keep track and organize all of that stuff. The next app is called Research. Inside Research, it basically opens up your skill tree. It is quite similar to the Watch Dogs 1 skill tree visually, but all of the skills are very different. I wasn't able to go totally in-depth on the skills in the skill tree because this is an alpha build of the game, so some of these are subject to change, but there look to be around 40 different skills that you can unlock in 6 different categories. Now, I was able to tell you guys what the categories are. So the categories are Social Engineering, City Disrupts, Tinkering, Marksmanship, which is basically combat, Remote Control, and also Vehicle Hacking. So each of these categories has a kind of skill tree branching out from it of more abilities that you can unlock as you progress through the game and unlock more skill points. And unlocking these skills will improve your character in some way, it'll improve your gadgets or your abilities, and basically help your playstyle through Watch Dogs 2. The next app is called Car on Demand. This is quite similar to the first Watch Dogs game that had this. You can basically use this app to deliver any car or vehicle to your location, and in the app you can choose exactly what sort of car or vehicle you want delivered, and even what it looks like, so you can customize, the colour and things like that. There's 7 different vehicle classes that you can choose from. There's motorcycles, standard vehicles, muscle cars, heavy vehicles, off-road, sports cars, and also performance cars. The next app is called App Store, and as you can imagine, it's quite similar to the real-life App Store, where you can install new apps on your phone, find new apps that you want to install on your smartphone. The next app is called Driver San Francisco, and I really can't wait to give this one a try. It sounds pretty awesome. So Driver San Francisco is a ride-sharing app, kind of like Uber or Lyft, and apparently you can't actually use it as a rider, but you can use it as a driver. So I can imagine this would be a money-making method for you to, pick up passengers and take them to their destinations. And the developer I was playing with actually also mentioned that you can meet people while taking them to their destinations, and your passengers will actually give you clues for mission objectives. The next app is called Scout X. It's kind of a cross between Instagram and maybe Foursquare in real life. So this is basically a photo app where you can take a photo and use it to check into a location or check into meeting a famous person. And there'll be lots of these destinations scattered all over the map that you can kind of collect. Now, if you are familiar with San Francisco, you'll probably get a lot of these references. I've only been to visit a couple of times, so I'm not really totally familiar with all of the landmarks, but they've got places like Pier 39 and the Crab Statue. And when you want to check in somewhere, you basically take a picture of the object or place, or you can even take a selfie at it, so you can do a proper selfie at it with it in the background. And then the app will check you into that location. The next app is called Media Player. This is where all of your unlocked songs will be kept. And this is accompanied by another app called Song Sneak app. Now this was in the first Watch Dogs. It's pretty similar to the last game. You know, if you hear a song playing in the game, if you're in a store and you hear a song, you can open up your Song Sneak app and it'll tell you what song is actually playing, kind of like the Shazam app in real life. And I distinctly remember this is one of the achievements that I could never get in the last Watch Dogs. There was just certain songs that I could never find in the game. So hopefully they don't make that achievement as painful in Watch Dogs 2. The next app is called Director's Cut, and this basically applies a filter to your real life playing. So it's kind of like an Instagram filter that you can apply to the whole game as you're playing through. I'm not sure exactly why you would want to do this. I don't think I would probably play with that option on, but the option's always there if you want to use that. At the bottom of the phone there was also a few system type of apps. So there was Gallery, where you can see all of the photos taken, organize them by who took them. For example, pictures that were taken by your drone, you can see that whole category. Next up there's Contacts, where you can manage your friends and real life friends on there too. And then lastly there was the options menu, and you guys know how options menus work. You can adjust your controller schemes and those type of options type of things. So there you go, that was every single app that was available in Watch Dogs 2. Now as I mentioned before, this was an alpha build of the game, so this is subject to change. There could be things removed, there could be things added, but I hope that gives you guys a good insight into what we're going to be able to do on our smartphone in game. I also had the chance to play a mode called Bounty Hunter, which is one of the multiplayer modes in Watch Dogs 2, so I'll probably have a separate video up on that soon. If you guys enjoyed this video, please take a couple of seconds to leave it a like and also subscribe for more videos like this one. As always, have yourselves an awesome day, and I'll catch you in the next one.